Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on, Andrew? Welcome. SD, hello. Bardman, thank you for being a member for 2 months. We got Karen, thank you for your donation. Vanessa, Bartman, and Black Swan, thank you all for your donations. Michelle C, Reiki B, we got Jamie, we got Chihuahua. We got Chihuahua. Hey, Chihuahua. Michelle, Starlight, Star Bright. What's going on tonight? Black Swan YouTube user Double Shot. Thank you for your donations. Veronica, thank you for hanging out tonight. How is everybody? It is Friday, my friends, and we have, well, counting PayPal, we have 7 donations in 1 minute. That's a new record. That is a new record. 7 donations in a minute. Let's start it out so we can actually be on time tonight. So let's find out. We got Karen. Karen wants to know about Abel. Abel just contacted me. What does he want? What kind of intentions does he want tonight? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's turn this around. Veronica, welcome. Okay, let's go. Let's start out with this deck right here, otherwise known, by the way, as the Modern Witch. Modern Witch Tarot. So we're gonna get that done. Myra, welcome. Maruta, welcome. Myra, thank you for your donation. We got quite a few donations. We got 11 donations now. 11 donations in 5 minutes. Maybe a new record for time. I think we started stream one time and we had 15 donations. I think that is the record, 15 before the stream started. So we're not breaking records tonight, but we are still going to be quite busy indeed. Sheena, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, Little Modern Witch is going to let us know what's going on with Abel. What do they want? What are their intentions? How are they going to work out with what they're doing? 3, 4, and a 9 of Pentacles. That is a lot of Pentacles. There's a lot of instability here. Abel ain't feeling it. Abel is not feeling the stability. Abel feels alone. They feel like things aren't working. They feel like things are just not where they need to be, and they need to be sort of recovered at some point. I feel like they need some stability back. 3, 4, and a 9 of Pentacles. This is all about second house. This is all about kind of what relationship do we have? Where are we going to be? How are we going to do this? How can we get this to work, right? Because there's a lot of things to work on here. 9 of Pentacles says we can be stable if we just work this out. If we just give this another shot, this can be stable indeed. We have a 3 of Pentacles over here. It's more like that this is just sort of something that needs to get started, something that needs to get a birth, something that needs to get a beginning again. Four of Pentacles says they do realize you're going to be quite paranoid and cautious, for rightfully so, right? Quite paranoid and cautious. You need to understand, they understand that already. They don't care. They don't care. They're coming in full steam with the stability factor, and that's what they want from you. Vanessa wants a weekend reading from me. Vanessa, let's get you a weekend reading, see what kind of goodies you got this weekend, because it is going to be an amazing weekend. I'm just saying, it is going to be a fantastic weekend, my friend. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. A lot of good stuff coming through, and that's kind of where you need to be, you know? All right, 2-minute countdown. Yeah, Andrew remembers that. I think it was 15 in the 2-minute countdown. We had 15 donations. Queen Famous, what's going on? All right. Looking at a weekend, a Hanged One, Ace of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, what do you got going on this weekend? It seems like it's not going to be dull. Myra, thank you for your other donation. The Hanged One, Ace of Swords, and the Empress. You're looking at really sort of rebooting something. You're looking at starting up the computer. You're looking at things sort of getting into motion. The train starts moving, and once it starts moving, it definitely starts making noise. It starts making a pattern. It starts making the ground shake. The Hanged One says this weekend is a different perspective of looking at things. What can I see that's going to be different? I think we should get out of our shell, get out of our comfort zone this weekend and look around and find out what is different, what has changed, what kind of things can we do to make a change, because this weekend is the beginning of one. Hanged One says, hey, it is about looking at differences. It's about looking at things. Enlightenment as well, because Ace of Swords says, I do think you are guided in a direction this weekend, something that you're starting, something that you're warming up. It definitely needs to be focused on this weekend to get it done. So, I mean, you know, you're just looking at a little bit of action as far as that goes. So I think the weekend is going to be good overall. Empress says there's a lot of comfort here, and it's going to be alluring to, you know, embrace that comfort or what have you. But reality is you should not embrace comfort this weekend. You should be looking at what's different. You should be looking at things in a different perspective. I think that's going to be important for you. Absolutely, because there is something starting up, a little bit of that ace action there. All right, weekend reading indeed. It is all about getting that done. Black Swan, how did my colleagues see me yesterday? All right, Black Swan, what in the world's going on? Black Swan, oh, you have two questions. That's why I was like, what? How did my colleagues view me yesterday? Did they like me? Did they not like me? We need to know these things. And what would be the answer to that? Is the Dark Mansion Tarot? Because we have another version of a tarot from Tarot Tech Studio that makes a Dark Mansion. I do miss a Dark Mansion style, but the amount of work that went into this has to be incredible. So I understand why they switched to matte painting. I understand why it's more simplistic. Y'all have some comments about it, but hey, you know, I kind of agree with you a little bit, I got to admit. But there is a lot of difficulty making a Dark Mansion Tarot Part 2. That's what I'm saying. Fim and Amira, thank you for your donation. Sheena, thank you for yours as well. We got a King of Wands tonight. Got a King of Wands starting this out, a little bit of a fiery aspect up in here. I can do that. I can do that indeed, because we are kind of looking at how people view us, how people see us, because we're in a meeting, we're hanging out, got a 5 of Pentacles, Death, and a 2 of Cups. You're bringing in some change, okay? And I think some of them don't like it. I'll be honest. Some of them don't like it. Some of them don't appreciate it at all. Fim, thank you for your other donation. Some of them are a bit hesitant about what you're doing, where you're going, how you're doing it. Definitely, right? You're bringing in that Death card. You're bringing in a little bit of an alteration. Some people, they don't want change. They don't like change. And when they see you, they're a little bit concerned about, hey, what kind of change am I going to put up with here? 2 of Cups overall says the majority like what you bring in. They enjoy sort of the uniqueness, the innovation, the new ideas that are coming in. I think that's going to be the important part. But the 5 of Pentacles says you have some people walking away from change. They want to dodge. They want to avoid the Death card because they don't think change is going to be beneficial for anybody. They like the old school. They like the way it has always been. King of Wands says you bring that fiery aspect to the conversation. A little bit of an innovation, a little bit of better way of doing things. You know, sometimes it's going to be difficult with that. So you got majority of them like you. The other part, you know, some of them just think you're a little bit too out there, think you're a little bit too change prone, and it's not going to be beneficial for anybody. But at the end of the day, a lot of people need change, and definitely as far as colleagues are concerned, if you can make it better, if you can make it more original, if you can make it improvement in any sort of processes, I think that's going to be important. And they are going to like it at the end of the day, whether, you know, they want to or not, because the management loves new stuff. Lover, speaking of Lover, thank you for your donation. All right, Bartman. How's my friendship with Philip P? I mean, you got a new one every day, Bartman. You got a new innovation. Speaking of innovation, you got a new friend every single day. Well, like Bartman, like what is going on over there? Like what are you doing over there? You're making more friends than anybody I've ever seen. All right, but anyways, what does Philip think about us? They are a friend. It is just sort of a hanging out kind of buddy there. Justice, Queen of Pentacles, and an Ace of Cups. I think you actually meet a lot of cool people from this individual. This individual is somebody that needs attention, and you bring that attention. I think you have a lot of fun stuff that you bring in. They love kind of your attitude, your feel there. Ace of Cups says you're a welcome person in their life, and that's going to be pretty important. Queen of Pentacles, though. Queen of Pentacles. I think this person ends up introducing you some people that you really enjoy, that you really like to hang out with. They're sort of the introducer to that kind of environment. So you're going to meet a lot of people through this person. So if they have somebody to hang out with and you're hanging out with as well, I think it'd be beneficial to meet some of their friends and whatnot, because I think your friendship, your environment changes a lot for the better based upon sort of who they introduce you to. Justice says don't bring a lot of drama to the situation. So I would drop any politics. I'd drop any religious discussions. Basically anything that would be a little bit dramatic or something that would sort of trigger their emotions. Because this person doesn't seem too stable when it comes to just basically opinions, emotions, and things. They're just going to kind of lash out. They're just going to kind of be a little bit upset sometimes. So Justice says, bring in the calmness, bring in the surface level conversation with this individual. I wouldn't go far out with that. Boo Boo, welcome to the stream. What's going on? All right, let's go for the next one. What do we got? We got YouTube user with the quad shot. We'll go all YouTube users. We're going to back up to Black Swan, to Myra. We're going to do all of that stuff. But we're going to do all of the YouTube users in a row. We got 4. Yeah, we got 4. We got a quad shot. YouTube user has a career question below. What kind of career questions do you got? Will it be switched over to A's team? I mean, the A team was a very good 80s show. I'm just saying. There's worse things that you can be switched over to, because the A Team was a very good show in the 80s, right? I got that on DVD. In fact, I was going to say Blu-ray, but I don't got it on Blu-ray. I got it on DVD. The A Team. So, are you going to be in the A Team? I mean, which character would you be in the A Team? You got to let us know. You got to let us know. High Priestess Tarot, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Was he the one? Yes, he was the one. He was the one over there. Elaine and Christine, welcome. How you doing? Julie, thank you for your donations. Been a few days, Julie. Good to see you again. All right. Let's see if we can be on the A team. I mean, isn't? Maybe you be B.A. Baracus. Is that going to be, YouTube user? Which character would you be? All right. Will it be switched over to this team? Yes, 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 and yes, yes. That would be a thumbs up. I mean, you just wanted a yes or no, and I just gave you the yes. Why did I give you the yes? You probably want to know that as well, so does everybody else. Death and Rebirth. It's time for a change. You know how it goes. Knight of Swords. They're racing your ass to this other team. I mean, quite frankly, they are racing you to this other team. They can't wait for you to be on there. The Page of Pentacles, so you kind of got to start over because they don't know you. It seems like they don't know you as well as everybody else. and you're like, I don't know if I should be over here, but I think it's going to be a good opportunity for you. Because I said before, you were going to be in a different position. You were going to have another opportunity in here, and I think that's going to be your opportunity. So yes, they are going to haul you out into the A team, and you are going to be B.A. Baracus over there. All right, my sister, she got a really good job in another Providence at the university. Ooh. Is it in her best interest to move and accept the job or stay with this other job? First off, thank you for hanging out with us, sister, when you finally watch this, or if you're watching this now. You know, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to watch it. But anyway, thank you for being... Thank you for hanging out and watching the stream, and I think that's a good thing. Okay, anyway, so we're going to go with a throwdown. By the way, YouTube user sister, I mean, you know, I got to like you because YouTube user, quite frankly, has probably paid my mortgage for this month. So, I mean, hey, all right, we're going to go with a throwdown. First off, by the way, YouTube user sister, this is my Instagram. You can see all of my comic books. You can see all of my art. You can see all of my tarot stuff over there, and this is going to be a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
All right, a throwdown is a brutal cage match between two different options, and accepting a job is going to be up here, and quite frankly, that looks like it wins already, but staying at the current job is going to be over here, and that looks like it loses. So the bottom line is going to be, yeah, I would move and accept this new job. Why? Because you do have sort of planting your roots somewhere else. You are in a new situation. You're in a situation that's going to have some more opportunities, some better things. Overall, the time spent at the new location is going to be much better than the time spent at the old location. And the Ace of Pentacles is kind of the key point here. It does say this is a new opportunity. This is a money-making opportunity. This is a place you want to be long term, and this is just going to be the job that gets you more money at the end of the day. By the way, Andrew pointed out this is the Thoth deck, so if in case you like this deck, it is beautiful indeed. You should buy it immediately. M. Sean, thank you for your donation. The old job is the Hermit. I'll be honest, you're sick of it. I mean, you're kind of sick of it. I think you need something different. I think the old job ain't working for you anymore. You know, it's almost like you have to beg them to get anything done at this point. The old job is a little bit stagnant. It's not working for you. The Hermit card said, you know, maybe not stay there. You're kind of on your own by yourself. Not a lot of people are being supportive of you like they should. Not a lot of people are putting you in a position to where you do get all the opportunities that you need, you know what I mean? Because if you're like proficient at Angular and sticking with your .NET application, then, you know, it's like they're not really listening to your skill set. Joanne, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We got Yolanda, we got Christine, we got Joanne. We got a lot of new people tonight. If you're new here, by the way, please hit that like and sub. We got unboxing of tarot decks you've never seen before in your life. I'm getting a lot of tarot decks in the mail that like you've never seen. I order almost every Kickstarter that I can. I have a ton of tarots coming in. I just ordered like 28 different decks. That's from here to June. So that's in the next 3 months. I got like 28 different decks coming. So if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss all of these unboxings, all these cool stuff. You're going to miss the news. You're going to miss all the lessons. I have 2,100 videos on nothing but tarot. It's a lot of videos because I've been around a long time. I'm old. What can I say? Anyway, YouTube users going to the next reading. YouTube user has a 5-shot. How's N feeling about me? Can N stand me anymore? I don't know. Let's see if N still likes you. If N can stand you right now, you know. Anyway, then we got Manager K, be happy with the team coverage. And then we're going to skip YouTube user until the end. Okay. All right. You know, this is interesting. N is definitely wondering why you're not communicating with them. It's what I'm saying. They're wondering, why aren't you communicating? What is wrong with you? They've had communication from you before. They've had things. They want to get started. They just don't understand what the situation is. They feel defensive. They feel like they've done the best they could, and it's all your fault. Feels like it's all your fault. Ace of Swords are waiting for you to contact them now. They're like, okay, something's going on, something's wrong. I'll just chill and hang out. So they're waiting for you to initiate contact right now. That is their feelings. And again, we have a couple of defensiveness cards. They wonder why you're being defensive. They're doing the same thing they've always done. Why are you being so defensive with it? You should be open to it. You should be more lenient. You should be more open. You should be more kind of loving in that way, but you're being defensive, and they're just going to wait for you to contact them at this time. They're just like, all right, sums up, don't know what's going on, don't know how to fix it, just going to wait for YouTube user to come back. Anyway, the final thing for YouTube before we get everybody else is my manager can't be happy with my coverage because we need more coverage. Are they going to be happy with you? You have a pretty good reads on the job. Chariot in the Page of Swords. They think you need to communicate a little bit more. If you can communicate more with them, that's going to be the big thing, okay? If you can communicate more, in other words, like with some bosses, they need you to give them a daily email update or maybe a stand-up meeting from Lean Agile or whatnot. They need a communication every day. They want to know what the status is, what you're working on, what kind of thing. And if you can give them that status, a Page of Swords says you're not communicating enough for them to be happy. For them to be happy, you're not communicating enough. Chariot just means you just need to keep going. They think they're going to give you a chance. They're going to let you slide through this. They're going to wait and see what happens. So overall, you know, they're just sort of waiting around, giving you the chance and seeing where you go with this opportunity, all that. Anyway, we're looping back to Black Swan. Should I give it a month or should I move on? He wants to reconcile. Oh, no. Oh, no. Should you give it a month or should you move on? Black Swan. Let's find out if that's going to be a thing. Did I already do that? Did already do that. No, I did the sister with the I don't know. I think we're just going to do this regular style. Regular style. No. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. We're not going to do a tarot throwdown for this one. Instead, we're going to do the Tarot Oracle deck, otherwise known as the Tarot Marchetti. Catherine Home, welcome. Good. I did get your Catherine Home. I did get your reading last night. I did get your reading last night. Rewind, it was near the end. If I wasn't so busy, I would rewind and look at it. But Catherine Home, it was about 7/10 in. Look about 70 to 80% into the video, and you will see it. I did get it. I promise you. I did read it. Anyway, because I remember thinking that I skipped it, and then I did get it at the end. Anyway, should I give it a month, or should I move on? What kind of timeline, what kind of things are we waiting for here? Let's find out. Like, you know, bottom line, a lot of times you just got to move on. A lot of times you're in a situation where you just got to move on. You just got to accept what's there. And yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, there's not much going to change. I guess, what are you looking for? Like, what is your goal here? What are you looking for? What's the end game for you? Just, is it the Avengers end game? What's the end game for you? Is it basically that this person will change? Because they won't. You do have a little bit of stagnation. You do have, I'm not going to change much. I'm not going to do much here. I'm not going to make a lot of progress with this, right? The Queen of Swords. This is what I'm doing. This is how I am. And if you can't accept me, then you just can't accept me. There's not much I can do. So that's my question to you then. I mean, you know, you can wait a month. You can wait 2 months. You can wait 6 months. If you're waiting for them to change, it ain't going to happen. Noelle, welcome back. How you doing? Did you find out the sex of your baby? Let me know. I'm kind of excited to see what you're going to have, Noelle. Anyway, but yeah, the Queen of Swords says that's damaged goods. And if you're not willing to put up with it, you can wait a month, 6 months, 5 years, and they're still going to be the way that they are, because ultimately it is about your happiness. Is this person making you happy? Is the way that they are today going to be all right? Is the way that they are today going to be all right? So that is the important factor there, because if you're unhappy with it, I mean, giving them another month ain't going to make you any more happy with that. Bottom line is, are you willing to make a commitment? Are you willing to get serious with this individual and accept them as they are? Because they're not going to change. They're not going to be moving around. Not a lot of things that they can do here. So, you know, they're not doing much with it. They're not doing much with it. Boo Boo says it's a girl. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Black Swan, good luck with all of that. Well, thank you very much, Andrew, for letting Catherine home letting Catherine home know where the reading was. Normally, I would wander around and find it, but I'm busy. I'm bombed today. We got a quad shot from Myra. Let's do all quad shots from Myra. Let's skip Sheena, come back. Let's skip film, come back. We'll come back to you, I promise. Let's get the best deck I have for Myra right now. We're going straight for the hard hitters. This deck has a rep on the stream. This deck has a reputation on the stream for being the most accurate deck I have. We've had some really freakish readings with this thing, is what I'm saying. Alette, happy Friday to you. Little Wizards Tarot, it's on Push Kitty's site. If you haven't pre-ordered this, like, what are you doing? Like literally, what are you doing at this point? Okay, anyway, you've seen the readings this thing cranks out. This thing reads like butter. Like butter. All right, well, back to the Scorpios. How will the Scorpio relationship go long term? Okay, let's find out if that Scorpio relationship is going to be decent. Is it going to be okay? Is it going to be all right? I mean, it looks okay. It looks okay. I mean, this is the thing about the Scorpio. You have to kind of put up with the moods. You got to put up with the moods a little bit because you're not going to get anything consistent here or anything like that. We got Sam, I am. Welcome, Sam, and Katie, and DBD, and Tara. Welcome, everybody, all the new people. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm Tarot Oracle, and it's a Tarot Oracle show. We're here every night. Hey. Anyway, but yeah, the Hierophant, Queen of Swords, and a Knight of Pentacles says, if you're willing to put up with a little bit of the Queen of Swords, if you're willing to put up with a little bit of the moods, a little bit of the unpredictability of this particular person, I think you'll be all right. Hierophant says they are willing to go the distance with you, but you just got to kind of be okay. You just kind of got to be okay with who they are, with the things, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a Scorpio, you gotta dodge the Scorpio tail sometimes. You know, that's just the way it is. Hashtag not all Scorpios, but I am just saying. Yes, it is a Harry Potter deck. It is. It's called the Little Wizards Tarot, and this is a preview copy that I got. And I think this is going to be, you can pre-order it on her site. Anyway, I'm just saying, put up with it, learn to dodge the scorpion tail, and you'll be okay. Because, I mean, I got a Scorpio too, and you just got to dodge that tail. Because if you get hit, I mean, if that tail comes out and you continue to be, and you continue to agitate, you're going to get stung. Knight of Pentacles says they're willing to go all the way. They're willing to get serious with you. If you can just kind of model your way around what they do. How will marriage life look like for you? Well, if it's going to be with the Scorpio, it's going to be quite interesting indeed. Let's find out what kind of things. All right, the Scorpio put the ring on it. Now you got to sort of adjust. Now you got to sort of deal with any marriage capabilities here. Eight of Swords says you got a lot of rules that you're going to have to follow. I mean, that's just bottom line. You're going to have a lot of rules you need to follow. This is an Eight of Swords action here. You got a little window here. It feels like that you have a lot of sort of rules. You have a lot of expectations of you, a little more than usual. You have a lot of expectations here from this individual, but that's going to be the way it is, right? We're sort of tied up. We're sort of looking out, and they get to do some stuff. We don't get to do anything, right? That just happens. It just happens. Some people do that. Ten of Pentacles says you're going to be happy overall. Even with a couple of rules, you're just going to be kind of happy. You're just going to kind of, be in that mode. Katie, thank you for your donation. But overall, Ten of Pentacles says we have a happy home, happy family. I think your married life is going to be quite okay. Seven of Pentacles does talk about kids. So if you want kids, if you're willing to do the kid thing, then that's how it's going to be indeed. I like it. DBD and Tarot, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. We got a lot of flip throughs. I'm just saying, this place is flip through central. I have 10 unopened decks that I need to unbox still. So it is tarot opening extravaganza for like the next week and a half. A general health Myra. Let's see what's going on. You do have one issue right now. Oh, that's the first thing that came up in the intuition kind of thing. Temperance, man. diet is really your key with general health. I mean, diet really affects you. You have either some allergies or you have either some allergies or you have some sort of a thing going on in your diet where you eat something, you get an instant sort of instant regret, as they say. But the Page of Cups says you need to be watching as far as the health goes. As far as you have something going on already, Page of Cups says don't get too emotionally invested into that. It's not something that's going to be, something that's going to be detrimental as it goes, but, that's the way it is. Anyway, you do have something to watch out for here. Strength is watch your diet, especially with the temperance. Watch your drinks. What are you drinking? Be very careful what you're putting into your body. That's definitely going to interfere with your health or be good, bad, indifferent, what have you. But you have to understand that there are a lot of things happening with food and drinks, right? Drink more water. There you go, KD. So drinking, be careful what you're putting into your body. That is dramatically going to affect your health. Figure out what your allergies, your food allergies. You have these kits to where you can send off a blood sample and they'll give you your food allergy. You may want to invest in that or at least look into that. Find out what kind of food allergies that you have because there's something that you're eating that's affecting you. This immediately came into my mind. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nor that I play one on TV. But I'm just saying, you wanted the opinion of the cards, and that is what I'm going to do. How can I attract a Scorpio man currently not speaking? How can you attract a Scorpio man? I don't know, money. But I mean, money. Isn't a doctor, nor does he play one on TV. I play doctor occasionally on the weekends, but I do not play doctor on TV. I do not play a doctor on TV, nor am I a doctor, nor do I know a damn thing about your health or medical anything at all. I barely can take an aspirin successfully. So entertainment purposes only. But I do. Okay, well, I'm getting yelled at for my jokes. So I'm gonna tamper down my jokes a little bit with the playing doctor. Anyway, normally I'd have a lot of jokes, but no, not tonight. I think they may be listening. They may be listening, so I gotta be careful. Okay, anyway, let's look at what kind of things we do have going on here. We got, how can I attract the Scorpio man? We're currently not speaking. I don't think money is going to be the thing, but I'm not saying it doesn't help. The tower. I think you need to introduce them to things that they just not that they're just not used to. Introduce them to some new things. Bring them into your world. Bring the tower moment in there. Jennifer, thank you for your donation. The tower moment. You want to bring some change. You want to bring some cool stuff. Maybe you know something they don't. Maybe you know some locations. Maybe you're like, ooh, let's go do this. Let's go do that. I think the more excitement, the more interesting thing they bring you in there, I think that's going to be good overall. Ooh, Samantha, congratulations. Ooh, very nice. Samantha, everybody congratulate Samantha. That is amazing. That is amazing. Let's get a cheer out right now. All right, you got the tower and planned tragedy. Jesus. And a Knight of Wands. I mean, you didn't ask this particular question, but I would look for somebody else. I mean, I'll be honest. I would look for somebody else. Elaine, it's been a minute. How you doing? Thank you so much. It has been... You need to look for somebody else. I mean, there's a level of change that I think anybody would be okay with. I think there's a level of upheaval that anybody would be okay with, but this ain't good. I mean, this is not good. You got both of it. This ain't good. I'm just saying, you may want to look for somebody else. I mean, maybe not speaking to them is a good thing. Overall, it looks not speaking to them could be a good thing. Let's give a thumbs up to not speaking with the Scorpio. I mean, that's bottom line. That's kind of where you're at. But that's an interesting read indeed. Let's move on from that one and wipe the sweat off our brow and continue on. Karen, thank you for your other donation with Sheena. Jennifer, thank you for your donation. Sheena wants to know something. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. I know Sheena, we got a Fem double shot. We got Jennifer double shot, I think. All right, let's go with Sheena E and find out. Or Sheena D. Would love to hear my weekend reading. All right, Sheena, we can do that. We can do that. We can make a weekend reading just for you and figure out what kind of weekend things you got going on. Let me scroll up, make sure that's your question. Make sure that would love to hear about the weekend. Let's do that. Let's switch to another deck by the infamous and the amazing Push Kitty Amy. We're going to do the Wonder World Tarot. In case you wonder what this is, it looks like that. It is the Wonder World Tarot. Let's get a little bit of a peek into your weekend activities, because everybody does love a good weekend. Two of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Oh, man, it ends soon. It ends too soon. I think you have a lot of fun stuff. You got a little bit of a fiery aspect up in the weekend. I think that's going to be okay. Two of Wands says, how can I alter my environment? That's going to be your big question this weekend. What am I doing and how can I alter my environment for the better? Can you organize things differently? Can you clean up this or that? Can you sort of buy something and get something that's going to be a huge organization boost for you? The Two of Wands says, get organized this weekend, right? Dominion. I need control over my dominion here. Page of Wands says, be careful what you commit to this weekend as well, because there are some people that need a little bit of a commitment. They have some questions. They have some kind of things. You just got to sort of go forth and realize the Page of Wands is going to be, don't dedicate yourself 100% to anything until you see the whole thing. Because the Ten of Swords says there is a bit of failure in a project that's coming up. You need to be aware of that being possible, and you don't want to go 100% into anything until you know all the ramifications, all the twists and turns, all of the stuff that could be waiting there for you. So that's a little bit of a peek into your weekend. We got the Fem double shot tonight. We got a Jennifer double shot too. Thank you all for your multiple donations. I appreciate that. Film wants a straight up cage match at this point. Cage match, utility versus design. Okay, we'll do that.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Utility versus design. Ooh, let's find out. Joan, welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. How you doing tonight? All the new people in the stream, hit that like and sub button. I'm a YouTuber. You know I'm going to beg for a like and sub. Somebody messaged me the other day. They were like, why do you ask for a like and sub? It's like, have you ever been on YouTube? Like, how many YouTubers don't ask for a like and sub? I mean, come on. Anyway, let's go for that. Okay. Utility is here. Design is here. Now, I don't know what the actual question is, but utility and design, U and D. Utility looks like the winner. Bottom line, utility looks like it's going to be an easy process. It's going to be simple. You're going to be able to focus on what you need. You're going to be able to get done what you need. It doesn't look like there's a lot of interference. It looks like there's pretty much easy mode going there. Linda, welcome to the stream. But yeah, it looks like utility wins basically from the benefits that you receive from utility. In addition, it seems like it's easy mode. I don't have to think a lot. I don't have to go do this and that. I can focus on the process rather than the direction that I am going. Samantha, thank you for your donation. Design looks terrible. I'll be honest with you. Design looks absolutely terrible. Let's not even discuss it. Design looks like it's something that you are going to get into, and then you're going to be like, oh, crap, this is way too detailed, way too involved for me to take seriously. This is like something, what did I get myself into with design? Design just doesn't look as good. Utility looks like a clear winner here. All right, Myra, general health, we did that. We got Fem with the double shot. What does Kay think of me? Does Kay like me? Does Kay not like me? Let's find out. Let's go forth with my deck of cards. If you like cards, you should buy yourself a Waterfall Tarot because I have a ton of them. I have a mountain of Waterfall Tarot cards. So that's why they're so cheap. So if you're like, wow, those cards are cheap. In fact, this custom deck that I made, right, look how thick this 350 GSM cards that I made. I drew these pictures. You're wondering why this is cheaper than all Amazon decks period. It's cheaper than any Amazon deck you can buy right now. Why? Because I have a lot of them. I bought too many, and I want to not have a gazillion deck of cards in my house anymore because it's stacking up. Anyway, let's find out. By the way, link in the description if you want to buy it right now. I will ship it the same day. I'll literally get off the stream and ship it. Okay, we got, what does Kay think of me? Does Kay like me? Does Kay not like me? Page of Wands is back. We can't get rid of it, apparently. Apparently, the Page of Wands is here forever in the first spot. I don't know. This is like the 20th deck that we've used with the Page of Wands sort of sneaking out here, being like, okay, it's a Page of Wands kind of day. Hey, that rhymes. But the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, a double page is never really a good thing. Basically, it means that Kay is not ready for kind of the next step. Kay is not prepared for what is going on. Kay is not going to be upfront and serious about much of anything at the moment. If you're looking for seriousness, if you're looking for dedication, if you're looking for kind of, hey, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to do, Kay is not really going to satisfy that much at all. Hermit means just kind of avoid Kay entirely. I'm sorry, avoid Kay entirely. You got a Hermit card, sort of, you know, they want to be by themselves. Now somebody's going to be capable of doing all that stuff. You got a couple of pages, like I'm not really prepared for much. I'm not really in a mode where I can do much about anything. It just seems like it's just incompetent in the sort of the connection, and it just seems like that they want to be left alone at the moment. But who doesn't want to be left alone is Lover. How does Alan currently romantically perceive me? Samantha, thank you for the double shot tonight. I appreciate you. All right. We live alone or with a boyfriend in the next place? Samantha, that's a good question. Let's find out right now about Lover. See if they can get the love balloons. Oh, Jesus, we got the Lovers. We got the Lovers for Lover. I mean, that's what you need right now. We're going to do the Heart of Hearts. We rarely press that button. But it's a heart made of hearts, my friends. This is legit. It's legit. We got the Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers, with the Six of Wands. It doesn't get any better than this. Lover. Alan absolutely is in love with you. Alan wants to do the Heart of Hearts. Alan is ready to get down with it. You got the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm ready to spend some time with you. I'm willing to get, you know, to where you're pretty steady in my life. The Six of Wands, I see you as victorious. I see us as victorious being together. And, of course, the Lovers card being the first card kind of warms up the entire reading. It says, let's go forth and be in love with Alan. Be in love with Alan, because I think Alan's ready to hit it now. Lover got the Lover's card. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Andrew's got the love emote, too. Andrew, I've got one of those. I've got one of those love emojis, too. It looks like that. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Let's do, we did the not speaking. Julie, interviews coming Wednesday. How does it go? And do I get the job? Julie, let's find out. We got a couple of PayPal we've been skipping. I'm sorry. We got, what will be the outcome of family court in April 4th? Let's do that. We've gone through. I forgot about your PayPal. I'm sorry. HP, High Priestess, wants to know family court outcome. Let's do that. Family court outcome. We're going to do one more Uno Mas tonight with the Waterfall Tarot. Again, link in the description if you want one of these. $19 is insane. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't care how much inflation jacks the price of everything in the world. This is going to stay $19. No, it doesn't matter. When you're paying $50 for some sloppy seconds tarot deck, this one is going to be $19 until I sell out. It's going to be $19 until I sell out is what I'm saying, my friends, because you're looking at a deck that I have too many of. Anyway, yeah, High Priestess, I'm sorry. High Priestess, you know I love you. I'm sorry, though. I'm sorry.
I love you.
Okay, let's look at that. I don't know who's contacting me, but I got to hang up on him. Okay. Linda, what will the family outcome be of the court on April 5th? Page of Swords, Three of Wands. Are you sure that's the date? Like, I'm being serious now. Are you sure that's the date? What's going on here? It's kind of unusual. We have a Three of Wands and a Four of Swords. It's like we're looking forward to this, but it's delayed. Or we're looking at something is just sort of pushed out. It feels like you go there and not a lot happens, or not a lot of things occur. Not a lot of things are sort of in that mode where they're ready to go forward. I mean, it just looks like things just aren't ready. Things aren't ready. You got a Page of Swords. I'm not ready for this communication. You got a Four of Swords that's delayed. It's moved back. It's sort of pushed aside. You got a Three of Wands. I'm looking for the next obstacle. I'm looking for the next thing. I mean, I'll be honest. I think it's delayed. I think it's delayed. There's nothing coming through here other than it is delayed. I mean, you're looking at a family court outcome. If it's not delayed, then you're looking at going there and wasting a lot of time and having some follow-up court message there. Basically, you're looking at a delay. Yeah, even KD agrees. This is nothing but delays. You could have a situation. Let me mute my phone. I got a phone call. I'm sure it's not good either. I know the person that's calling me, and I can guarantee that's not going to be a good phone call. So let's not take it. Because it may be where I won't come back from the stream. Anyway, so yeah, either that or you're right. Somebody doesn't show up. It's rescheduled. You go there and it gets pushed back. Somebody's wasting your time. I think that's the bottom line. Somebody's wasting your time with it, and there's definitely a follow-up, absolutely a follow-up as it goes. Sean, what are the feelings of the Taurus for me currently? Well, let's stop using my deck. We've hyped it enough, and let's use another deck that I hyped. This is the only one. This is, yeah, that phone number's still calling me. It's not going to be good. I'm not picking it up. It's not going to be good. This is going to be bad news. Anyway, yeah, this is the only deck that I have in a bag, and it is a gorgeous bag. It is the Victorian Romantic Tarot. The Victorian Romantic Tarot is what it is. I just got this in. Now, I did get 5 of these. 3 regular, and 2 special edition. It's 64 Australian dollars on Etsy. Well, shipping to Australia ain't cheap. You know, you couldn't find it. Yeah, it's not on Amazon AU. I ship it myself from my house. So anyway, what are the thoughts of the feelings of the Taurus for me? Let's figure out what is going on with that. They're trying to do it again. I mean, maybe they're trying to do it again. And maybe they're sort of wasting your time. It doesn't look like a big waste of time. Adriana, hello to you. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we're looking at a Taurus, looking at Magician, Nine of Swords, and a Temperance. The Taurus is very stuck in their ways. This is kind of a traditional for a Taurus anyway, but this particular Taurus is really sort of waving the flag of, I am stuck in my ways, right? The Nine of Swords. I'm avoiding the situation by getting out on a ledge. I'm trying to dodge any conflict. Is this somebody that dodges conflict on a regular basis? Colby, thank you for your donation. I mean, Elaine, I did receive your donation. You are 5 away. You're 5 away. Let's look at the queue. Let's look at the queue. We are way up here. We got YouTube user. We got Katie, Jennifer. We got Elaine. You're right here. You're right here. We're 4 away from your donation. Myra and Kobe, thank you for your donations. So yeah, you got 4 more to go, and then we got you in the queue. I promise you're there. Elaine, I'm sorry. It takes a while. Anybody who's new here, it takes a while to get a reading because we get like 50 to 65 readings a day. So that way, does the sets that don't have a box will be signed also? I don't know. Ask them. No clue. I just got 5 of them. I got 3 regular and 2 special editions. So basically, Baba Studio is like buying gold or silver. You just sit on it for a couple of years, and then you sell it for double your profit. That's basically gold and silver is the Baba Studio deck. What I do is I buy all of them that I can afford, and then I sit on them for 2-3 years and sell them for double to triple what I paid for them. I mean, that's Baba Studio. That is it. Anyway, you are looking at them being scared of conflict, scared of change. They're very sort of stagnant in how they approach things, how they do things with regard with this. Temperance. I mean, temperance, they're not ready to balance everything out. You are looking at them liking you, definitely. You do have a magician. They enjoy you around. They like you. They appreciate your presence. They think everything is good. The Three of Pentacles, you're sort of there trying to work things out sometimes, and they don't want to. They do sort of dodge things. They are very kind of, they're very kind of avoidance of conflict, conflict avoidant. There you go, something like that. Anyway, AC, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you on PayPal. Thank you so much. All right. Overall, they like you. They don't want to be in a conflict. They don't want to change a bunch. They want to be out on a limb. They don't want to recognize some things that are happening. And overall, they're just going to dodge everything that they can if it doesn't coincide with what they want and how they want it. That's basically it. Anyway, YouTube user has another career reading. Myra, thank you for your other donation. All right. We got YouTube user tonight we got so many readings from YouTube user. There's an organizational shift, and A is awesome as a manager. Thank you, sir. Okay. I'm working on a career plant team manager. Is a lot of work. I'm worried about being paid enough to get the positionary chances of me getting paid $70K. Will it? Let's see. Will it be under something? Basically, it sounds like a yes or no question. You want to make $70K. Will it be over or under? Let's look at that and find out. Okay, I have a voicemail from the person who has been spamming me. I have a voicemail from the person who has been spamming me, and I think I know who it is, and this could be bad. Let me see. Get this. Let's see. Something else. Something. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, it's bad. I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Okay, all right, we got drama to deal with after the stream, apparently. Anyway, we got a yes or no question about the career. We're going to make $70K or not, or something like that, I think. Let's use a Cirque du Tarot and find out if that is going to be all right. If that is going to be all right at the end of the day. Can you read through the Royal Thai Tarot deck, please? It's hard to read with this deck. I do not have the Royal Thai Tarot deck, but now I have to Google it now that you're talking about it. We have a Royal... I don't actually have time to... I don't have time to Google it. We're ending soon. I got to deal with this drama. I got drama to deal with, so we're ending soon. Myra will be the last donation of the night. I appreciate y'all being around. We are going to get all the readings done. Just be patient with me. I got drama to deal with. AC, I got your PayPal donation. Let me know what your question is. Anyway, let's find out if we're going to get basically $70K a year. I don't think so. I think you're going to get jacked a little bit on the pay. You have an Ace of Pentacles. It's an opportunity. I like it. It's good. The Moon and the Knight of Wands. I have to do a lot of work. I have a lot of fiery aspects. I have a lot of fire things in here. I got to sort of deal with these things. I do have to chase fires back and forth. I'm not getting paid what I kind of deserve or what I kind of need at the moment. So no, I don't think you're going to get paid the way that you want to get paid. There's a good opportunities here. Clear Ace of Pentacles says, hey, we got some great opportunities, but getting paid that what we need to get paid, no, I don't think you're going to get all of it. I mean, you can get more money. You can get a decent paycheck, but if you're looking for good money, I don't think good money is going to be the same good money as they're thinking. So yeah, you're going to have to do a little negotiation to make that happen, to make that the way that you need it with that. Anyway, Katie is finally up. Katie, KT, not KD. KT wants to know the love life between Gustavo and I. Is this love, or is it just a feeling? Is it the love that I've been searching for, you know? Let's find out. Let's find out how that is happening. Yeah, Tarot Oracle has drama to deal with. The person that called me has left me a long voicemail, and from what I just read, it's going to be a drama-filled night. Okay. But that's the way it goes sometimes, you know? You can't escape it. You can't escape it. KT, love life between Gustavo and I. Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Gustavo looks like quite the catch. Looks like quite the catch indeed. Quite the catch. Knight of Pentacles into a 10. I have the stability that I need into a happy home, happy family. A Four of Swords. Gustavo drags their feet a little bit. I mean, it drags their feet a little bit. You got to get used to it. They're not willing to leap in this as fast. They're not willing to do that. But if you be patient with them, that is how it's going to be. That is how it's going to be. They're quite the catch. They are quite the catch indeed. I promise you, they are quite the catch indeed. All right, Julie is up next. Julie, I did not forget you. Interview coming this Wednesday. How is it going to be? Is it going to be okay? Am I going to get the job? What kind of things are going to happen with that? You know it's been a minute. It has been a minute since we have used the Hermetic Tarot, my friends. The Hermetic Tarot is out on the table. It has been alone on that tarot tower for quite some time. It has been alone over there, but this thing is like a superpower. It's like the comic books that I bought. It's like a superpower. So if you're looking for accuracy, I think this is where it needs to be. Now, interview coming Wednesday. Do I get the job? How does the interview go? Let's look. Blasted Tower, not the best start. Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and an Eight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Julie, hang on. I hope you're sitting down. I think the interview goes terrible. I think there's a lot of things that happen in the interview. You're like, Jesus, what just happened? You're like wandering out of the interview, like limping. You're like holding your head. You're like bandaging up your arm. It feels like you're just seriously wounded coming out of there. You're like, oh my God, that didn't go well at all. But you get the job. I think it's a perception thing. You have the Blasted Tower into a Seven and an Eight of Pentacles. If you're looking for, do I get the job? The Seven and Eight of Pentacles is like basically handing you free money. This has free money at that point. You really don't have anything to read in tarot decks anymore. I mean, you're basically just done with the reading once you see the Seven and Eight of Pentacles in a do I get the job reading. Because the Seven is the work that's required to get the job done. The Eight is a steady, happy, successful, and good job. Eight of Pentacles is so powerful. It's really hard to, I mean, you're going to have a lot of bad cards to counteract that. This is really, really powerful, especially next to a Seven and a Knight of Wands. You did what was needed, but man, it felt shaky. It felt super shaky to get in there, but you did what was needed. The Seven of Pentacles, you did the right thing. You built up to this success, and you are successful indeed. You're talking about making the money, getting the fat cash, the steady job. Eight of Pentacles in any reading, any deck, anywhere is a steady job every time, especially at the end and especially for your question. So yes, it's shaky. It's super duper shaky, but at the end, you get it. You get it. All right. Jennifer, why the 2-year ex-employer called? We parted, but we didn't part on good terms. Did you burn some bridges, Jennifer? Jennifer, did you burn a couple of bridges on your way out, like that Simpson episode where he like quits a job and he starts burning the bridges and all that other stuff? Anyway, I mean, I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be nice if they're going to reach out to you. The Hermit and the Lovers, they desperately need you, apparently. Apparently, they can't get anybody up in there. I'm just saying. The Hermit and the Lovers, you did part ways, maybe not the best way. I don't think that sort of translated out there. Maybe you thought you parted ways a little bit more or a little bit weirdly, and they were like, okay, maybe that's the normal way people part ways or what have you. The Lover says they need you. They're not getting anybody. The hiring seems to be difficult over there, maybe. You got a Four of Cups. Now, ultimately, do they want to hire you? Not really, but you're the only option they got. I mean, they're basically just begging you at that point. They're like, hello, is this Jennifer? Please, God, come back. Please, 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 please come back. I'll do anything. Please, please come back. You have a Four of Cups. They're in a bind. And you're going to be the one that gets them out of the bind. The lovers, you're the best fit. You're the one that gets that job done. You're the only one, apparently, that's going to be able to do it. So this is the way it is. I think you see that with some people who are what we term as single dependencies. In other words, you have an application, for example, and somebody's programming on it. And what some people do is they don't document anything at all. And when they don't document anything, you have no idea how to work the software. So you end up hiring that person again as a contractor because they're the only one that knew how to do it. That works sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes they're just like, screw it, we're getting rid of that application, just get rid of that idiot. I mean, that happens sometimes, but they love you. Will I ever be married? Will it be soon? I mean, the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles, I do think you get offered a ring. But I don't think you get married to that individual. I'm just saying. You get offered a ring, but not something that's going to be, you're not going to get married to them. So you get a ring. Six of Pentacles. I'm giving you a gift. I'm handing you a ring. I'm saying, here, this is your opportunity. This is the ring. This is going to be it. I think you get excited with this. Got a couple of kings. You got some good stability. You got some good things happening. The King of Wands, though, is a little bit too action-packed. It's a little bit too much. Ultimately, I do think you get the offer. So yes, you do get the offer. You want to know when? I think it's going to be like next year. Next year, you meet somebody that's interesting. I think it goes well. And I think you do get an offer indeed. So yeah, I mean, you're looking at kind of next year, 2023. Action there more like like an April, May kind of thing. Where you actually meet somebody and then go forth from there. Anyway, we got Elaine. General reading for 8 months from now. When the hell is that? Let's find out when 8 months from now. Let's see when that is. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're looking at Thanksgiving. You basically at Thanksgiving. Okay. So what's going to happen at Thanksgiving? Do we have a Thanksgiving deck? I mean, we do have Christmas decks. We have Halloween decks. Do we have like a turkey gobble gobble kind of deck? Not really. I mean, not really. I guess I don't know what even to use for this. I mean, I guess we can go for Tarot Tower number 2. Go for a little bit of this tarot here. Maybe. Do I have the box? No. I use this thing so rarely, I don't even have the box. Anyway, but yeah, let's find out if we can see what's going on in Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. Hopefully you have some good plans, maybe? I mean, Elaine, at a minimum, hopefully you have some good plans for Thanksgiving. Well, let's see if we do, or what we can have here. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, man, you're not going to be able to go much of anywhere. 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. I basically think you come into a financial bind about Thanksgiving. You come into sort of this financial bind. You're not able to do a whole lot, but you are able to... You are able to go somewhere, and you end up going. So the 5 of Pentacles, you end a financial bind. I think that financial bind ends up starting about 6 months from now. It feels like it's like a couple of months of, ouch, this hurts, ouch, this is expensive, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I'm just saying, this is something where you're kind of going in there, and you're just like, I don't know. Anyway, it's not Thanksgiving for Canadians. Okay, whatever. It's Thanksgiving for Americans, whatever it is or for Canadians. The 5 Pentacles says I'm a bit of financial bind. Finances are tight. Finances are going to be a little tight starting 6 months from now into that 8-month period. 4 of Pentacles kind of holding on to what we have. You do have to go somewhere. I think you get called or you get a message or something like that where you have to go. You have to visit somebody, share it into the Hierophant. You're going to have to go somewhere and visit somebody, find somebody. You're going to have to get going, basically. Even though you probably don't really want to spend the money, I think that you do anyway, and you do get out to visit. So there you go. There is a general reading for 8 months from now. Come back in 9 months and let me know if it was accurate. I mean, come back on December 1st and let me know how that went, is what I am saying. Karen is back. Hopefully, Karen, put the question in chat. It is, will Abel move to Dallas? Well, I'm in Dallas, so maybe I can call Abel and give him a ride over. I mean, I'm selling my house eventually. I mean, So, will Abel be able to come to Dallas? I mean, if they do, my house, I could put my house up for sale. I'm just saying. I am just saying because this place is turning into quite the drama fest. This place is turning into quite the drama fest. So, hey, they need a house. Let's see, lust, otherwise known as, strength, the moon, and disappointment with the 5 of Cups. The Lord of Disappointment in here is kind of weird. It's kind of weird indeed. Moving to Dallas. No, I just don't see them moving to Dallas. It feels like that this is not the opportunity for them. I think that they have given you some promises or something like that. It feels like the moon is sort of moving out, moving into a new environment. I think that's okay. Then you have a 5 of Cups. I guess there's 2 ways to read this. 2 ways to read this, in my opinion. Lust is that there are some promises, there are some things that have been said about this. There's some things on the table already, right? Maybe there's a promise of moving. Maybe there's talk of moving or something like that. But there are 2 ways to read this. The first one is, yes, but they're horrifically disappointed in Dallas. I mean, living in Dallas, I can say that's quite possible indeed. The moon, right? We are moving. We are getting out of the water. We are moving into a new realm, and we're disappointed at kind of where we end up. Second reading for me is they move. Yeah, they get out, they move, but not to Dallas. I'm leaning on not to Dallas. It feels like Dallas is not going to be the place that they really want to end up with. It's almost like the places they've looked at, et cetera, are not focused on where they want to be at the moment. So 2 ways to read this. I'm leaning on B, which is they do move, but not to Dallas. Anyway, we got the triple Samantha shot tonight. Who is missing or thinking of me? Who is missing? I'm sure there's a milk carton with somebody missing somewhere. Do they still? No, I guess they don't still. You're old when you talk about people missing on a milk carton, because I'm that old. If somebody is missing, excuse me, I need to know. All right, let's look at this and see what's going to happen. If somebody is missing, okay, who is missing me or thinking about me? A couple of 6s in an 8. It's somebody that you've worked with in the past. It really is. It's somebody you work with in the past. And it's one of those where you're just going to have to kind of, be present and be available. Joan, are you AC on PayPal? Joan, who is AC on PayPal? I have no idea who this person is. Are they in chat? Let me look and see if I see an A in chat. Yeah, I do. Okay, AC, you are next. I got you. You are after Samantha. Somebody that you've worked with in the past, that 8 of Pentacles. I worked with this individual, the 6 of Cups. We had a good relationship. We had a tight relationship. We were best buddies. We were somebody where I just had a good relationship, a good overall feel with these. And it was somebody who really enjoyed being around you. You brought all sorts of interesting and fun things and all this stuff. But bottom line, they just haven't talked to you in a long time. So if you can look up some old pal, some old friend from a previous work environment, I think that they will love hearing from you indeed. That is who is missing or who is there. Will I live alone or with a boyfriend in the next place? Let's find out. I guess it'd been like a lover's 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups versus a hermit, the Emperor, the Empress. Oh, you will live with the boyfriend. You will live with that boyfriend. The Emperor right next to the Empress. Y'all are going to be together, living together. They're going to be right there, living together. So you're not going to be alone. You're going to be moving in with the boyfriend, moving in with somebody you love, somebody passionate, somebody who's amazing, somebody you really enjoy being with. And, that's the way it goes. 10 of Swords. It doesn't last forever, though. They end up moving out. So, they kind of, in fact, I think they midnight run one night. So One of those to where y'all have a drop down, drag out fight or something like that after the honeymoon period is over, and then it'd be like, they just kind of leave. Anyway, but that is it. And then you got the place to yourself. That's the good news. So, hey, anyway, you will be living with the BF. And the last, Samantha, general reading for April. It is around the corner. My God, where did March go? I was going to put my tarot deck on Kickstarter with the Tasty Tarot. I didn't do that. I was going to do all sorts of stuff in March. I ain't done a thing. Haven't done a thing. Anyway, let's get you something for there. Strength is back as the first location, no less. 3 of Pentacles and a 7 of Swords. Man, that 3 of Pentacles and that 7 of Swords, it's time to work. It's really time to work. It's time to get done. It's time to figure out where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing in this. It's time to get the new opportunities. They're going to be abound. 7 of Swords says it is time to move into something bigger and better as well. It's ready. It's ready for you. It's time to move into something bigger and better. 7 of Swords. Time to return to the past or move to something bigger and better. I'm leaning towards bigger and better in this regard because of strength. I think that is a month where you feel like you can do anything. And I think indeed you can. You just had a major amount of success. And I think you're on this successful roll all the way through April as well. The 3 of Pentacles especially. If you're going to make the money, if you're going to get the opportunities out there, they are going to, the doors will be opening for you in April, and I like it. Fairy, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, A wanted to know. A wanted to know, is he coming back home, or am I going to walk away? Am I going to walk away, or are they going to come back home? Let's use the beautiful, the wonderful, the exciting, I'm just saying, the exciting modern love tarot. Holy Jesus, we got a big donation over PayPal. JJ, thank you very much for your massive donation over PayPal. I'm going to have to read this. It's significant enough to where I'm going to have to read it. I mean, it's like I'd feel guilty if I didn't read it. With that kind of donation. Thank you so much for your amazing donation, Jay, over PayPal. Otherwise known as a fairy. Okay, well, let's see what is going on here. Let's see. I mean, you're looking at this thing here. With coming back home, are you going to walk away? They're going to come back home, but you're going to have to deal with the consequences. This is something where there's no clean leaving. There's no clean escape. Coming back, there's no clean escape. It feels like they come home, but man, there's some consequences for this, right? The Lord of Defeat. You're not going to walk away. They are coming home, but when they come home, my God, they come home with the drama. Queen of Pentacles. They have so many demands. They have so many things that they need to be happy. And you're like, wow, I mean, like, are you that unhappy kind of feeling with this? Queen of Cups. It feels like the emotions are just really pent up. They have a lot of like preparation where they're just really emotional, super emotional about stuff. You're like, wow, why are you like this kind of thing, right? Why are you like this? It's very interesting indeed, sort of a spin on that. They're coming home, but have fun with all of that. Anyway, Colby is coming in tonight. Colby is meaning of a dream from last night. Well, let's get you the Dreamscape Tarot. The Dream Keepers Tarot. Where did I put that? Here it is, the Dream Keepers Tarot. We got a few dreamy tarots. I'm going to be honest. We do have quite a few dreamy tarots. So it's kind of hard to pick the right one sometimes, but the meaning of the dream, let's see what is going on there. The Star, the 6 of Pentacles, and a Page of Cups. Basically, a guide is telling you a place you need to go. There's literally a location you need to visit. That's basically it. There's a location you need to visit. There's a location you need to visit, and they're trying to get you to go there. The Star. I need you to go here. This is a place you need to be. Page of Cups, this is not some place you want to be, but you need to be there. It's a physical location. And the Six of Pentacles, I'm giving you the information. I'm handing you this information about the quest, the ever quest that you need to go. The second one, not the first one. The first one's graphics are terrible, but the star, right? I need you to follow this pathway, and that is going to be important for you to get it done. So it's telling you now, it is begging you to listen. And I would start a dream journal. I would open my ears and listen. We got Jennifer, we got a couple of Myra, and we got a fairy at the end of here. Let's go. We got the Myra, we got the Myra triple shot. Okay, the Jennifer, we're doing Jennifer and the Myra triple shot. We got Jennifer coming in here. Will I ever marry? Will it be soon? We already did that. We don't have that. We have the Myra triple shot instead. All right. How will the Scorpio initiate a commitment with me? Hopefully we don't get an 8 of Swords, because that would be awkward. Hashtag not all Scorpios. But hopefully not an 8 of Swords. That would be a little bit awkward, not going to lie. All right, let's go with the deck that I love, you love, everybody loves. It is the Tarot Avatar. I don't know, or Avatara, as we say in Texas. The Tarot Avatar. Okay. Oh, that's weird. A book dropped on another book, and it was staring right at me. The character on the cover was like staring right at me. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. Okay, how will they initiate a commitment? Hopefully with a ring, maybe a little 6 of Pentacles action here. The Chariot, the Blanche Tower, and the 2 of Swords. They want a commitment. It's a big fight. It's a big fight. Now, I had one of these personally, so let me describe mine. I don't think yours is going to be the same, but I got a commitment. Basically, somebody broke up with me, and then I had to go to we went to this event, and during the event, we had a knockdown drag out, and then we made a commitment to each other. It was really awkward, but that's how it's going to be with you. The Chariot, we're moving. We haven't got any commitment. We have a knockdown drag out. Everything on the table, all the truth comes out. Everything goes out there. There's unlimited amount of stuff on the table. And at the end of the day, we realize that we have a lot to work on, but we love each other. And that is how the commitment comes in. That's how the commitment comes in. So, that's going to be it. That is going to be it. Good summer. Wow. Did you do a double donation? Oh, no, you did. You did 2 massive donations. All right. Looks like we're ending with 2 massive donations from Fairy. Thank you, Fairy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right. Let's look at this and let's see about the general for April. I have good feelings. Well, let's see if we have good feelings too. Let's see if the tarot can get us that good feelings. The Star, Queen of Cups, and a Magician. I have good feelings too now that I've seen the cards, I have good feelings too now that I've seen these. The Star says April is going to be busy for you. You need to be wrapping up some stuff. There's some stuff you have left open with this. April's going to be very emotional for you. Number one, April's going to be very busy for you, but it's going to be something that you're able to do, something that you're capable of getting done. Just be aware that you need to clean off a lot of your schedule for April. If you can close down anything, if you can get anything wrapped up, closed down, done, I think that's going to be super duper important here because you don't want to have any loose threads, open doors. You want to make sure all of those are closed before you hit into April because you are going to be bombed. It's going to be very emotionally taxing for you, but you have the abilities, you have the skills to get through it. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. It's just a matter of parsing through the stuff that you got to parse through at the end of the day. Why are these cards backwards? All right, let's see the last question from Myra. Will the relationship with Scorpio last long term? Well, from the previous readings, it didn't look good, but we have eliminated. Well, let's go to a fresh deck on here because we want to get the Scorpio done. I want to get the Lost Tarot for these wonderful fairy readings. And for you, let's do the Poe for your last deck here. I want to get a fresh deck because we've eliminated some cards from there that I think may want to be back in here. It depends on, because you have a very iffy kind of thing with this Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, and a Queen of Swords. Ultimately, you are looking at something that does last a while. it is sort of rocky at sometimes. The Queen of Swords, you do have to take a stand for yourself. Sometimes you're just like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's unacceptable. I can't do that. I'm not going to be this way. Eight of Swords, it feels like you can't be yourself a lot of times in the relationship. Knight of Cups is they are very romantic indeed, but that's a situation where you're just going to have to kind of put up with what they give you. If you're going to put up with it, then it can last long term. But there's this, I mean, you have to stand up for yourself at some point, because I think you get boxed in, no pun intended, quite a bit from this individual. They have a lot of demands, and you're like, what? Like, what the hell is going on with all the demands? So, you know, some people are like that. They're like, I like you, but you need to do this. I like you, but you need to do that. And, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Fairy, private reading is different from the live. Fairy, you gave enough for a private reading. Do you want a private reading like tomorrow or something? Or do you want me to read these two things you mentioned? Let me know. Let me know. Fairy. So I guess I'll wait for Fairy's answer. I can do a private phone reading for you for the amount you donated. Or I can answer questions you put in the thing. Let me know which one you want. We'll wait. We'll do awkward wait. Doon, 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 doon. Let me know. Let me know indeed. So I want to read your questions because you gave so much. But if you want a private reading, I don't want to answer the same questions over here and then for a private reading too. So let me know. Anyway, Fairy's on a delay. Anything else? Anything else? Mention and I'll pay for a private reading. Okay, so you want these questions plus a private reading. Is that it? Okay, sure. All right, cool. Fairy, sounds good. The first question Fairy has, am I the chosen one? I don't know, but I had a dream about my enemy. Also keep having intense dreams. I don't know what message angel spirit guides are trying to tell me. Okay, what spirit guides are trying to tell me? Let's see. F, spirit guides. What are they trying to tell me? Am I the chosen one? I don't know, but I had a dream about my enemy. All right, let's see. Let's see if the enemy is going to be somebody that you know, kind of have to deal with at the end of the day, or will you be able to sort of skirt through that and not have to deal with that and all that other good stuff. Yeah, private readings work like this. Basically, you email me, link in the description, or email here, and this is how much it costs. Just email me, we'll work out a time and whatnot, and then I will send you a link to pay. Okay. Let's go forth and see if we had a dream about enemies, intense dreams. What messages our angel spirit guides are we getting here? Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. This is something very emotional for you. You've gone through some emotional heartache. You've gone through some emotional challenges. And I think that some of those are coming back. Or I think that you are having I think that you do have an emotional challenge on the way over. You have a Nine of Cups, very emotional. I have a lot of messages. Here's the problem with this. All the messages aren't saying one thing, they're saying different things. So the Nine of Cups, one of the big things about the nine is, yes, you can, Fairy. One of the big things about the nine is there's so many options up here. I think the messages that you're getting are emotional, but it's different messages through here. Three of Cups says you do have a spirit guide that is new, that is trying to contact you, that has some things to tell you with this. So open your mind, do some meditation, do some channeling, and get the Three of Cups in there and make the opportunity for this person to sort of tell you what they are thinking, because you do have not only multiple messages coming through, and that's why it is confusing, but you also have a new individual that needs to give you some information. Overall, the Empress says you do have a bit of things that you need to do. There's new opportunity, new beginning. The Empress is something comfortable, something good, a sort of a new challenge, a new thing's happening there that's going to be important. But the Four of Pentacles says stay grounded with this. You don't want to get in a situation where you're communicating with somebody that you don't want to talk to. You want to be rock solid with that. Four of Pentacles said you can solidify everything there. Thank you so much, Fairy, for your other very generous donation. I'll get you scheduled for a private reading. I'll email you. Anyway, but the Four of Pentacles says stay grounded. That's the important thing here. Stay grounded. You have somebody new talking to you. You need to stay grounded here. The reason it's confusing is because there's multiple messages and you need somebody to basically lay out the law, lay everything out in here. And that is why you're not getting all of the message, because it's like 20 radio stations at the same time. The Empress says you have a new challenge, a new thing that you need to be doing, and that is where your quest is. Fairy, you can indeed. You can message me over PayPal. You can message me over Etsy. You can message me with an email. However you would like to do is good with me. You message me over Instagram. I got 100 things you can do. Tarot reader says, let me go to Tarot Summer, but a few questions that didn't happen. She says to take Tarot course. Remembering course, take a course, take your course, confuse the tarot, your tarot helps. Okay, F wants to know about tarot course. Okay, should you take this person's tarot course? Or should you take my course? I mean, maybe both. It is an opportunity where sometimes you do have to kind of figure out. I think with any course, you have to like the person and the message. You have to like the system, because a lot of people have their own system. I have my own system. The person you're taking that course from has their own system too. You need to be able to jive and correlate with that system. So if you like my system, I would stay with my lessons. If you like their system, I would try their lessons. But you don't want to get in a situation where you're just wasting time and getting more confused. That's the big thing here. You don't want to get more confused. What resonates, what feels good, what intuitively do you like better? And what do you see yourself using? Her system, my system, somebody else's system, you know what I'm saying? Because the Three of Pentacles says you need to do the work. And if you're wasting time trying out 20 different systems, you're not going to make any progress. So you need to pick the one that resonates with you, the one that you enjoy, the one that you know is going to be good for you at the end of the day. And Three of Pentacles, Ed. Keep on the work. Get the steady work going. Because the High Priestess says you need to start learning and you need to take it all in. And there's a lot from Kabbalah, astrology, tarot meanings, tarot combos. There's an endless amount, tree of life. There's an endless amount of stuff with this, right? Hebrew letters. A High Priestess says you need to learn a lot. And if we waste time trying to learn 20 different systems, I don't think that's just going to function for you. Queen of Swords. Who is the person that is messaging you, the person that's communicating with you in a very easy, casual, wonderful way? That's the person you want to focus on. You can take both. You can take 3. You can take 4. But you need to triage it. I'm going to spend the most time with this one, and the secondary system is going to be this one over here. And then the third is going to be this one. You can't sort of do all 3 at the same time. I don't think that's going to work for you in the long run. Six of Swords says there's no hurry, no matter what you're taking. Six of Swords is a long journey with a paddle on a boat through a big stream. You're going to have to take your time. You're going to have to just keep going with it. You're going to have to learn. It is going to be confusing. It is going to be a situation where you don't know where to go next. But it's a long journey. So take your time. Enjoy the process. That is the big thing. Enjoy the process. And that is it from me. I am out of here. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.